Karina here, getting the feeling that in the end they'll all just become one giant company and rule the world. And not just because one of the top Google guys, Eric Schmidt, just joined the Apple board as a non-executive director, but because Google and eBay are now teaming up despite the fact that they seem to compete in a lot, like Skype versus Google Talk or PayPal versus Checkout. Under this profit-sharing arrangement, Google will create ads for eBay, exclusively so outside of the United States, that are generated for each individual customer. Won't that make you feel special? And they're going to implement click-to-call services using the internet telephony technology both companies have a stake in, but who eBay, as owners of Skype, kind of dominate in, which leads some people to say that Google got the short end of the stick on this one. Elsewhere in Google land, I see in Boing Boing that Google Book Search is now offering full PDFs of public domain works. You just select full view when you search, which is cool, but as with other ebook searches, it would be nice if they had a real library catalog-esque search system, because as it is, you can only search by author or words in the title. If you know exactly what you want, that's good, but it's not so great if you just want to take a look around. For example, you can't search for American literature 19th century, because you'll just get books that have those words in the title, not that fit that category. Amazing how the world's greatest search giant still can't beat the public library in that regard. We've discussed online creative collaboration before, and that maybe not all projects are best done by a large group of people, like a collaborative novel or the now famous LA Times open editorial page disaster. But Wired isn't prepared to accept defeat on this subject and has created a wiki for the collaborative editing of a piece by writer Ryan Singal. To participate, you just have to register and get a free social text account. But I remain very skeptical. In other big tech company news, Greenpeace has compiled some pretty thorough-looking green rankings of major mobile and computer manufacturers, and most folks scored fairly bad marks. Okay, that in itself isn't too surprising, seeing as how Greenpeace's purpose is to highlight the need for people to be greener. But what is interesting are the relative rankings. Nokia and HP did fairly well, getting a 7 out of 10, which is middling on this scale, but Apple scored 2.7. Lowest of the bigger names except Motorola at 1.7. Yikes. According to Greenpeace, the only thing Apple's even partially good at is recycling certain materials and reporting on that recycling, but when it comes to, say, nasty chemicals, they're just bad and don't even have plans to get better. Next up, another thing to use with your environmentally irresponsible iPod. It's a little bit of software developed by one Rob Terrell, and it's called TubeSock, which is a very cute name because it's an app designed to streamline the use of YouTube videos. For 15 bucks, it'll save clips to your Mac and automatically convert files for easy use on the iPod, PSP, or in the absence of cool gadgets, in front row. That's it for today's show. Until tomorrow, I'm gonna read about the history of Russian forestry and its leaders. Thanks, Google Books.